then the anabolic processes, the gluconeogenesis inside mitochondria, calcium metabolism, where exactly inside the cell the calcium is metabolized. It's inside the mitochondria, as well as most of the lipids, amino acids, the signaling between the mitochondria and other organelles, between one cell and the neighboring cell, between this cell and the cell somewhere in a distant tissue, in a distant organ. The signals are mostly generated in the mitochondria, the hemp synthesis, hemoglobin, the hemp is synthesized in the mitochondria, and of course the steroid hormones. You know, where is the pregnenolone, cortisol, DHEA, testosterone? Where is it coming from? It's coming from the mitochondria. And with that, mitochondria is capable of regulating the cell cycle, cell proliferation, and as well as the cell programmed death, the apoptosis. It is an organ that generates reactive oxygen species. It's essentially creating the damaging factors for the cell, and in the same time it is triggering and launching the cascade of the protective measures against those generated ROS, reactive oxygen species. It is also very much involved in the regulation of the epigenetic status via the regulation of the sirtuins, and as we know, thanks to the work of the Steve Horvath and David Sinclair, the epigenetic status is perhaps one of the main things that defines our biological age. The production of alpha-ketoglutarate, which the substance that's supposed to maintain the viability of the endogenous stem cells, is also produced inside the mitochondria. The cytochrome C, cardiolipin, essential metabolic enzymes, production of the transcription factors that will regulate which exactly gene has been transcribed, and then the activation of the sirtuins, NFKB, MPK, and so on and so forth, again is generated inside the mitochondria. With that, mitochondria is capable of regulating the immune system. It regulates the inflammatory responses, the chronic systemic low-grade inflammation, which is one of the hallmarks of the major, practically all diseases of aging. Regulates proteostasis, which is also one of the hallmarks of aging. Regulates adaptive stress responses, direct impact on the hallmarks of aging. Regulates cell cycle apoptosis. It has a cytoprotective and metaboloprotective properties, and neuroprotection, whether neuroprotection in age-related neurodegenerative disorders or in the neurodevelopmental disorders, because